Hi, welcome to Celebrity Wine Review. I'm Stephanie Stanton, coming to you from San Antonio, Texas. We are here at the Sunterra Club talking with Tanji Patton. She is host of Good Taste with Tanji. Thanks for being with us.
Glad to be with you, and you and I worked together some years back, so this has really been fun, not knowing it until we got here.
It is. It's so great to see you again.
You too.
Now, let's talk a little bit about your website. You guys are doing some pretty amazing things, looking for the best food and wine in Texas.
Best food and wine in Texas and all over the world, really. We travel, we're based in Texas, but we travel a lot of times to your neck of the woods, my favorite place in the world, San Francisco, Napa, and Sonoma. But we were just in New York with Lydia Bastianich shooting at the amazing Italy in New York. If you haven't been and you love Italian wine and food, it's incredible. And we've been in Barcelona and Rome, but predominantly on this side of the ocean.
Yeah, and since you're local, since you're based here, I think a lot of our viewers are surprised to learn that Texas is really an up-and-coming wine region.
It is. You know, Texans have been producing wine probably starting in about the early 90s maybe, and it's come a long way. It really has. They've developed and grown so much. It's according to Orbitz and the state of Texas, Go Texan Agriculture Department, we are the second most popular wine destination in the country for wine tourists behind Napa and Sonoma. So it's a huge industry, in the billions of dollars here. It's huge. And the wines are very good.
Yes, and speaking of good wines, we have Bending Branch Winery. We had an opportunity, of course, to visit with them. It's an amazing operation, a boutique winery, but really a sort of a small winery making a really big splash.
Well, they are, and there are so many wineries popping up in Texas, and I think it's important for people to remember when you're tasting Texas wine, don't expect Napa, don't expect, Sonoma, Bordeaux. It's Texas. The terroir is different here. It's very hot climate. We have a lot of limestone in our region in particular, so the wines are not going to taste like the varietals made in other places. They're unique to Texas. And like it is with so many wines, eat them with Texas food. You know, when you're out in Spain, you drink the Spanish wines, and you have the Spanish food. The Italians the same way. Texas the same way. We have some wonderful producers here.
Absolutely. Now, the vineyard owner, Bob Young, poured some wine here for us. This is the Texas Tanat. This is their specialty. So we're going to do a little tasting here.
Okay. This is my first time to try this too,
so we're going to get your honest opinion. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
Tanat, which is not a grape you see very often in Texas at all. That's one of the things the winemakers here are still learning and exploring, what grape varietals grow well here. Viognier's done extremely well here. Basically grapes that like a hot climate thrive here. And so this is kind of a fun one. I have not had it.
There you go, exactly. Okay, so how can we find you online? How can our viewers find you?
You can Google my name and you'll find it, Tanji Patton, but no one will spell it right, so don't worry about that. GoodTasteWithTanji.com or GoodTaste.tv. You'll find it either way.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Cheers again.
Cheers. Great to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Actually, I've done the Texas wine tour. My mom and sisters and I do a trip every year, and we did the Texas wine tour. And I'm not a big fan of Texas wines, honestly, until tonight. And I was really surprised. I was amazed, actually. I thought they were complex and thoughtful and, really fabulous. And I'm certainly not a white wine drinker, and I love the white wine. So it was a real treat.
I kind of just focused on having some white wine tonight, and I tried a couple of them, but one of them called the Comfortage was really delicious. It was kind of tasted kind of like a Chardonnay, had a very buttery, rich flavor, and with the heavy hors d'oeuvres that they had tonight, it really went well. And so I was pleasantly surprised that a Texas wine tasted so good, and my back door, so to speak. So right in my neighborhood. So it's very nice.